Students, in our last class we have discussed about RCH program, okay, that is reproductive and child healthcare programs. What are the aims and objectives? 10 points we discussed in our last class. Before RCH, there was family planning introduced in 1951, which we discussed in our last class. The next part is how to implement RCH program in India, and who is going to do this. Definitely Government of India will do this, but how they are going to bring these 10 points in India successful, that is in 1951, okay. So they thought of how to implement RCH program in India. To implement, three things are very much required. First one is, see, if they want to treat people in India, definitely there are hospitals required, isn't it? We are talking about government hospitals. Now there are so many government hospitals in every city, in every village. At least primary healthcare centers are there. So hospitals are almost everywhere available in India, in all the cities, all the places. So, but now all the hospitals are there. But before, in 1951, after independence, hospitals were very less. So government thought of introducing hospitals. Building hospitals. That is first point what we are talking about. Infrastructure. Okay, infrastructure refers to building. So if you have to treat people, if you have to bring reproductive health in India, definitely hospitals are required. That is government hospitals. Infrastructure is number one. And if only hospitals are there, it's not enough. Doctors are required, nurses are required. So second thing, that is professional expertise. Means expert doctors and nurses are required, so that they can bring reproductive health in India. And third point is, only hospitals and doctors, nurses are not enough. There are medical equipments required. You know that. Only hospital building is not enough. There are scanning machines, there is operation theatre, there are operation kits. Okay, all those devices like X-ray machine, all these are required. That is called material support. Okay, so infrastructure, that is very good building, professional expertise, that is doctors and nurses, and material support, medical equipments, all these are required to bring reproductive health effectively in India. Okay, then so by doing all this, what happened is they enhanced medical facilities in India. Enhanced means increased number of hospitals and increased doctors, professional expertise, so that any disease can be easily treated, it can be easily detected, and it can be easily treated. Before independence and all, if any village gets a disease like plague, okay, bubonic plague we say, it spreads through rats, okay. So a single person in a village gets it, and whole village people will die because it spreads, okay. And doctors were not that many like at present now, and hospitals were very far, okay. Villages never used to have a hospitals and doctors, so they used to die without treatment. But now we have so many hospitals, any disease can be easily detected, okay, and it can be easily treated. Now COVID-19, that is coronavirus, can be easily detected, and it can be treated easily, okay. Because we have enhanced, means very good, increased medical facilities. Because of this, what happened? Population increased, because most of the people don't die because of any disease. They get disease and it can be easily cured, okay. They don't die there because of the disease. So population increased, and now what we are going to discuss is, that is population explosion. That is in Kannada you say Janasankhya Spota, okay. That is number of people in our country increase year by year, every day they increase. That is what we call population explosion. Okay, so we are going to discuss about population explosion and what are the problems faced by every single person by increasing population. It results in energy crisis. Okay, that is nothing but number of people increase, but supply, food, shelter and clothing, okay, that becomes limited. Okay, so anyway, we are going to discuss in detail about population explosion. Population explosion. Let us see what was the population in the world, whole world we are talking about, in 1900. This is 2020, we are talking about 120 years back. Okay, 1900 world population was 2 billion. 1 billion means 1000 million, so it is nothing but 2000 millions. Okay, that was the population of whole world in 1900, 120 years back. Then what was world's population in the year 2000, May month? It was 6 billion. See, this is nothing but rocketed population, isn't it? A rocketed population means, it is not, error mark doesn't show that it is a decrease of population. It is 2 billions was the population in 1900, then suddenly it increased to 6 billion, that is almost 3 times more. Okay, what was the population of our country, India, at the time of independence? Okay, that is in 1947, what was the population in India? That is only 350 million. Okay, only 350 million was India's population. Can you guess? In 1947 it is 350. In 2000 May, in the year 2000 May, it was 1 billion. See, 1 billion means 1000 million, isn't it? It was already 350. 650 more extra. Okay, so you see now one interesting fact I will tell you. In the year 2000 May, same year, in the year 2000 May, world population was 6 billion. Okay, and India's population was 1 billion. What do you understand by this? That is, every 6th person in the world is Indian. Okay, any 6 people in the world you take, 6th person will be Indian. That means that is a population of India in the year 2000 May, that is 20 years back. Now you think what is the population of India? Okay, then, so with this increase in population, it happened because of enhanced medical facilities. That is, they increased hospitals, very good doctors, so any disease can be easily treated. So people won't die because of disease. So population increase, and because of some more reasons. That is, number one, it is medical facilities, and second reason is IMR. You know what is this? IMR stands for infant mortality rate. Mortality means death. Okay, mortality means death. Natality means birth. This is IMR means infant. Infant means baby. Okay, infant mortality rate. In short, IMR. Babies did not die because earlier there were no hospitals to treat pregnant women for delivery. But nowadays delivery easily doctors can do that, because villages were never having the hospitals, but they used to go so far for hospitals for delivery. But now government only has a vehicle called Nagu Magu. I think you have heard. It's like an ambulance. Okay, it is free. Government doesn't charge for this. They will take a pregnant woman from the village to the hospital. After delivery, again they will drop her back to house. That is, government does it. So babies death rate decreased. So because of that, what happened? Almost all the babies survive, and number of people in the population increases. Okay. And one more happened, that is, along with babies survived, mother also were surviving. That is, both mother and baby. Pregnant woman after delivery, she will also survive, baby also survives. That is maternal mortality rate. Meaning maternal refers to mother, paternal refers to father. Mothers were surviving. That means death rate of mothers were less here. So mother also survives, baby also survives. That means nobody will die. Number of people in the population increase. Okay. Then one more factor is there. The number of people in the marriageable age, okay, in India, if they are more, then definitely they get married and produce number of children, more number of children. Simple example I tell you. Marriageable age means what? For girls it is 18 years, for boys it is 21 years as per the government, okay, as per the law. If they get married, number of people from age 18, okay, to 35 you consider, that is the age for marriage, you consider like that, then that age group, how many people are there in India? I mean age group 18 to 35 years, how many people are there in India? There are so many. If number of people in marriageable age are more, then definitely they get married and they produce more number of children. That is what, it will increase the population, okay. So these are the reasons. One is increased medical facilities, infant mortality rate, babies death rate decreased, all will survive. And MMR means mother's maternal mortality ratio, that is mother's death rate also decreased, so that all are surviving, nobody is dying, so number of people in a population are increasing, okay. So this was, and now very importantly what we have to discuss, okay, in this class, that is the last part of this class I am going to discuss, okay, that is what are the problems we face if population in India increases, okay. So like if I am thinking, if population in India is increasing, how it is going to affect me, okay, every person it will affect, because if number of people in India increase, then definitely shortage for three things, okay, that is shortage for three things, that is food, first thing is food, second thing is clothing, okay, what we wear, and third thing is shelter, that is house we are talking, okay. These are the basic requirements that person will not get, okay, because simple example I will give you so that you will understand this. Suppose 10 students are there in a class, okay, and I will give you 10 packets of food, then every student gets 1 packet of food. If suppose 100 students are there but 10 packets of food, then it is not enough. And suppose 1 lakh people are there but only 10 packets of food, that means population is increasing but production of food, supply of food is less, okay. What we call this as? We call this as energy crisis, okay. Energy crisis means demand for food is more, because people are more in India, they want food, every person wants food, they want more and more food, but what we produce, what food we produce in India is less, because you know, if I have 2 acres agricultural land, next year it will not be 4 acres, it will be 2 acres only, but people, next year people in India will be more, so what we produce food is less, but people are more, that means demand for food is more but supply of food is less, then it is called energy crisis. This is the main problem we face if population increases, shortage for food, shelter and clothing, okay. So in the next class we are going to discuss very interesting part, that is how government tries to control population, how government tried to control, what are the plans by the government to control population, which we are going to discuss in our next class. And also very importantly, which you are asking, that is how to avoid unwanted pregnancy, what is condom and what are contraceptive devices, which we are going to discuss, very interesting part. So don't miss my next class, okay. Thank you. Sir, stop ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್.